And we are back. My adrenaline is pumping back and forth. Both teams have an equal opportunity of winning this. Sam, my emotions are skyrocketing. You need to please break down what we just saw for me and just get me to ease up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's very very close between these teams. It was something that you had said at the start of the broadcast. Top team from Reunion, top team from South Africa, and we expect it to be a little bit of a tennis match, and it really has delivered. First map, not as close as we would have wanted, with Lotus being a pretty dominant map for Reunion, or from NoFear of Reunion. And then as we moved over onto Ascent, it was South Africa's SocksUp who were able to take a decisive, but a victory nonetheless. And that will push us over onto our map 3. And I'm very excited. It is, of course, going to be Haven. I'm going to be hopping into Agent Select any second now. And I cannot wait to see what the teams have for us on this last map.
I'm super excited because Haven is also a great map. Having that Heaven and Hell on towards the A site, having that middle B site this time, three site map, also having it see the super long angles that could be held off really well with possibly a chamber, but I don't seem to see a chamber here.
Well, again, Chamber has kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit, and it's not really as strong as what we had seen previously. So even on a map like Haven, you're not going to see him as often as you might think. You still got Jet. Jet can still hold an operator. It's not, really as necessary. Um, the thing about B, so anybody who's watched my broadcasts in the past will know that I despise B executes. Statistically, it is the hardest site to execute onto in the game. It has the lowest success rate of any site on any map in Valorant. So when people start executing B, I get upsetty spaghetti. 9 times out of 10, you're using it as like an extended mid more than anything else, or like on like a pistol round where you're not going to really get too much done. So you just want to get the spike planted and get the round over with. So hopefully we don't see too many B shenanigans. I am excited by the fact that there is a lean onto the sky. We'll see if that does actually lock in. NoFear were kind of trolling us a little bit on the previous map. So yes, they do in fact lock it in. It is a near mirror match, with the difference, of course, being in those initiators, Breach versus Sky. I quite like the Sky for a little bit of extra active info, but you do have the Sova, so it's not as necessary. And again, Breach on some of those sites, his utility can be game changing.
But again, no Fade. You said before you prefer Fade over Sova, but we've seen that for these past three maps, Sova's been the main pick amongst both teams quite frequently.
Yeah, I mean, the Fade thing was very specific to Lotus. I also really like Fade on Pearl, but it is map dependent. Haven is a map where you are going to have Sova. He's just got a little bit more reach, a little bit more room to work with. So he's 9 times out of 10 going to get a little bit more value than you would out of a Fade.
Gorium staying with that Jet, trying to be their fragger. Niwook playing the Omen once again. But can we just talk about the last game performance of Sins?
Oh yeah, I mean, he played
Cynic.
out of his freaking mind. Really, really a solid performance there. Great clutch moments. So many multi-frags, and we said it before, he's a little bit quieter on Lotus, and again, I think that comes down to unfamiliarity. I mean, we even saw like Mangalorian was playing Omen on that map, whereas Cynics has been playing it on last map and on this map, so a little bit of role reversal as well, which possibly played into why the scoreline was a little bit weaker than we might have expected. Now, a little bit more onto the comfortable agents for these players, and we're already seeing a huge difference in performance.
SocksUp, getting ready to initiate the very first attack round. It's going to be a pistol round. We see a couple of ghosts in the mix here. Two of the players staying with the classic for that 3-round burst potential. Killjoy turret getting ready, but Skyflash nice and early, trying to get any information, but it does not hit. Alec doesn't know that anyone's there. He's trying to jump around the corner, see if he can spot someone. But instead, he dogs towards Garage. Alec has no idea that they're pushing up. Hypnos also struggling, getting flashed out. Morgs with a beautiful first blood there on Alec. Hypnos playing that garage angle, making it very tough for him to come through. Once again, those Omen smokes blocking him off extremely well. Cynic's in a good angle as well to hold if he does manage to come through. As Mango just regrouping up with his team. A couple of shots there through the smoke, trying to get some lucky picks. As Niwook on the nice flank, taking out Robo. Scarium managing to trade off the Cynics, trying to find another one, but Two-Face shuts that down. He says, no, Doka. Pushing up now. Killjoy finding himself in a 1 versus 3, making it very tough, but jump shots! Niwook! She's got her utility, hopefully on the bomb. No, she doesn't. She has to push up. Close and personal. Going for the burst. Manages to take out the one, but Doka shutting it down. So good. Such a good round.
Yeah, unfortunately on a pistol round, you do have to make sacrifices in terms of utility, depending on, you know, what you want to bring to the table. Are you going for half armor? Are you going for an upgraded weapon? Are you going for more utility? Sacrifices will need to be made. Unfortunately, there was no nano swarm available there. NoFear play that very, very well. In fact, Alec, yes, he dogged out into Garage, but he spotted 2 in Garage. And unfortunately, he does get overrun, very similar to what we saw in the first round of Lotus, in fact. You know, lone player on the site doesn't back away, but instead ends up dying. But his team is there to rally behind him, and they will get that round for themselves.
Doing a really good job here, deciding to go for a B push. Morgs smoking it off, but smoking himself off, very interesting. Decides to push back now, trying to play the Garage angle. Pushing through. Alarm bot detecting them. Mango needs to be careful now when he jumps through Hypnos. Getting ready on that door, but deciding to shoot towards the site. Mango in a good spot there, taking out the jet as he runs past, trying to find the second. Mango doing a good job holding where he is. Alec trying to trade off his teammate and help him out, but Morgs shutting that down. They hunting, they smell blood, but Niwook staying alive, surviving by the skin of his teeth, trying to get another one, gets the hit marker, but doesn't manage to finish him off.
And again, I mean, we saw SocksUp do this earlier, and they do it again. Take those close range guns, get a couple of LMGs, get right up in their faces, up close and personal, and just mow them down. And some really great cross angles being held as well as they push out of C into that connector area, crossing each other, making sure to cover all of those angles. And the force that we had seen come through from NoFear is now shut down. Back down onto pistols, and once again, advantage for SocksUp.
Sorry, I'm trying to get that sneaky sheriff shot towards a mid window, but Morgs, a nice early pick there on Niwook, being able to claim that suicide. A lot of action happening now, but Scorium coming out of nowhere with the sheriff manages to get one, but getting taken down by Two-Face. Hypnos, pistol in hand, trying to make anything happen, but it's not going to happen on an eco.
Yeah, and not with a classic for sure. I mean, if he had a sheriff, maybe. But with a classic, 9 times out of 10, you are getting shut down. So that round goes more or less as we expected. It is kept relatively expensive, so the reinvest will have to come through here from SocksUp, particularly because obviously this is going to be a force from NoFear. So SocksUp need to try and match as much as possible. Thankfully, they have managed to save a little bit of cash. You can actually see Robobo chilling on 5,000 credits at the moment, Mango on 4K. So next round, if they want to buy into an op, which they might, they can afford to do it.
Robo with a nice lineup there with the dot. Doesn't detect anyone though. Omen's still playing back on side, was towards Suez, trying to help out that jet. Morgs trying to push up now, trying to get that entry kill. First blood for their team. Scarium getting a couple of tags there, but managing to take out Two-Face. Nice and early. Morgs sneaking up behind, but Scarium trades that off extremely well, making it a 4 versus 3. SocksUp in a tough position now. Their teammates are dropping like flies very early in the round. They don't have much utility on their side at the moment. Robo waiting in Suez.
It was so funny. Scarium baits out the Omen. He dashes away, flies up into the sky, and Omen ends up dying for his sins. Love to see it, but as you said, Scarium gets a couple kills for himself. So you know what? The sacrifice was not in vain. And Niwook will be remembered. He will live on in spirit.
Rest in peace, Niwook. Scarium still waiting for that angle. SocksUp still playing nice and slow. Robo trying to peek the angle, trying to see anything. Skyflash coming over the top, and that is going to detect the Omen standing by there. Robo trying to go for a nice flick. Recon dart out, trying to get information for himself here. Decides to push out, but Scarium shutting him down. But Mango now finding himself in a 1 versus 3. If there's anyone who can do this, it is Mango. A couple of shots there, decides to push back a little bit. Try rotate, but gets shut down by Hypnos.
KJ on KJ violence, but it's Hypnos who comes out on top of that one. And a second round on the board here for NoFear. And again, it's that back and forth that we saw quite a bit of earlier on in the series, and we'll just carry on with that for now. Interestingly, Skyrim already has the Blade Storm available, so might actually see that get popped up. And, well, there's a lockdown available. We were thinking, you know, if SocksUp win that last round, maybe they can buy into the op, but no, they have to use all of that money to reinvest into this round. Morg's not buying. Clearly going to go for like an orb control, try and get the ultimate online, but has to survive long enough to do it.
Very aggressive push, but Scorium is ready with those knives. Trying to spot anyone. Morg's doing a good job smoking it off, but he takes flight. Trying to fly high. High and proud, trying to manage to get any kills. A couple of shots there from Suez, Skyflash, but blinding his own teammate there. Scorium just can't manage to find anyone, but he's ready for it. He wants that kill. Alec doing a good job holding them off there, making Mango scared to be able to push through. Mango does have that Killjoy ultimate that they might deploy a bit later on in the round to try take control of that A site. Shark Dart coming out now, nice and close. Alec hiding in the corner. Doka still all the way back on C. He needs to rotate to try help his teammates. So as Two-Face takes out Alec, but Scorium finally with those knives manages to get Two-Face. He's in a tough spot here. I don't think a dash is available, but he manages to push through. Morgs shutting that down instantly. Mango, like I said, with that Killjoy ultimate, managing to take out that site. Omen hiding in Hull finds one, but gets traded off. A 2 versus 2. Doka and Killjoy trying to clutch us up. Morgs playing very passive, hiding behind the box here. It's going to be an intense fight. Bomb is ticking. Morgs getting taken out by that shock dart. As Robo finds one, trying to find the second, but he just misses.
Oh man, I mean, it felt like that was going to be a far more decisive NoFear round, particularly with, you know, Mango. Sorry, not Mango. With the Jet Morgs trying to get the orb and just being constantly disallowed. And eventually he's able to get a kill for himself, get that ultimate online. Doesn't get a chance to use it. Down to the 2 versus 2, and maybe if he had popped it, maybe, just maybe. But it doesn't go that way. You can't be 100% sure, so rather save it into the next round. And now he doesn't have to buy. He buys for a teammate instead, buys a little bit of util, and make sure that we have Bladestorm online for this round. And he's not going to have to contend with an opposing Bladestorm here. So a bit of comfort there.
Two people now from NoFear watching mid decides to push back. Once again, SocksUp doing a great job holding that Suez, but decides to flank back towards B window. Like you said, this is a super hard site to take, but it looks like they're getting ready. They're prepping up for it. Knives in the hand. Jet utility is ready. Morgs trying to find that kill. But Hypno's hiding in the corner, making sure that garage control is safe. B is smoked off. Alex now trying to get a rotate, trying to maybe hear something, maybe see where SocksUp is going to attack from. Hypnos might be in a good position here, but gets taken down through the box. Mango, great game sense there by the young Steed. Neewook taking out Morgs nice and early. Hunter's Fury coming out, trying to get any information that they possibly can. Maybe a couple of tags. Decides to ducktail, and they're all deciding to push A. But Scorium's on site. Scorium gets ready, taking out the Robo. Flash out. Blinding Scorium and getting traded off by Two-Face, but Alec doing a good job there of denying the plant. Alec, lots of shots firing, doesn't manage to hit one. Mango doing a good job of taking it out there, and Neewook finding himself in a 1 versus 2. Bomb is going to get planted. That means he has 45 seconds to maybe retake, but he denies the plant with that flash. Doing a good job, decides to maybe possibly fake teleport off, but decides to stick it Cynics, planting the bomb on C site. It's going to be extremely tough now. He's going to have to rotate around. Will he try challenge, or is he going to stay back? Maybe go for a save. Neewook finding himself in a tough spot here, but it does look like he's going for it.
Kind of has to as well. Tried to cut him off with a teleport of his own, but got shut down. Now has to try and use the little bit of utility that he has available. Spams through the smoke, gets it to half.
Decides to stick the hole. Oh. Possibly a little bit greedy there.
Pros sometimes should fake. Getting it half. If he'd stepped off the bomb, he might have been able to get the kill there, possibly. Probably would have been spammed through the smoke anyway. But, you know, give it a try, give it your best, and unfortunately not to be the case. Back and forth, around and around we go. And this is what I was saying about map 3s. When two teams are confident enough to allow a map to float all the way to map 3, to not ban it out, to not necessarily pick it, you know they're both comfortable on it.
A little bit of an aggressive play here. NoFear trying to stack up on B, but Robo shutting that down with a kill through the wall. Scarium trying to go for the early flank around, but SocksUp already on site. Jet clearing A. Cynics managing to find a kill there on Neewook. Morgs up high, nice angle there to possibly watch Heaven as Alex with a Marshall. Not a great gun, but trying to clear it off. A couple of shots there, not managing to find one, but he finds two! Alec with the collateral out of nowhere with the Marshall. Scarier managing to trade off another. On a save round, Doka manages to find Two-Face, and they win the round on a save, Sam.
Bro, Alec clutches that. Unreal that he's able to get a collat there. And the fact that it does enough damage on a Marshall to get both of those kills is unreal. Pops the Seekers as well, throws out the Trailblazer, trying to get information. They figure out that the breach is down in hell. Obviously, Aftershock came through. Like, there's only one place that could be coming from. And yes, Alec loses his life, but he did so much. He was the one that brought the numbers down into a favorable position for his team. What a shot from that Reunion player.
Scarium trying to go nice and early, trying to get a couple of frags, manages to find that Sova. Great push there, getting denied by that breach. Utility pushing him out. Two-Face trying to find the sneaky angle as there's two shooting back, but Scarium just shuts him down and says no every single time. Morgs and Omen in a 2 versus 5, making it very tough. Scarium pushing up, he's hungry this game, manages to find the one tap through the wall, and Alec just trading it off on Cynics.
Cheeky round there as well. It was a bit of a weird one because Robo's like pushing in towards mains. Scarium is firing shots, retreats back into garage, re-peeks, and Robo's just not checking it. Gets caught not paying attention, so that first kill comes through really easily, and then there's an attempt made to try and fire through the doors with the Guardian, but the re-peek is good. The double levels as well, so you got someone firing from window further back and from doors right up front, but lower down. You got to pick someone to fire at, and inevitably one of them is going to kill you. And so it's a really good cleanup again from NoFear. Finally, we start to see a stronger lead from one of these two teams. It's been kept neck and neck, but now the gap starts to widen.
NoFear definitely doing a good job. As you say, let's see if they can maintain that. They do have the guns to do so. B is getting contested here by SocksUp. They're trying to get in their Morgs. They're playing a bit slow, but Scarium, I don't know, we're getting that beautiful one tap once again and dashing out, getting the kill and ducking, going back to his teammates to tell them how great that was, getting flashed now. Scarium is just doing insane this game. He's on point. His reaction times are insane, inhumane. It looks like Breach is trying to push up now. They're trying to get control of C. Scarium has scared them away, but they're pushing back to try to get revenge for their fallen teammate. 5 versus 4, 48 seconds. It's enough time, but will it be the amount they need as they decide to switch over once again? Coming back to C now. They're playing a bit of a game of ring and rosy. Morgs trying to find the angle, sees the Sova jumping past, knows that Doka is on site. Trying to push, but Scarium high on the angle, managing to take out Morgs, trying to find the second on the breach, but Breach ultimate, pushing him down. Alec is there to trade it off though. Two-Face, while in smoke, manages to get one. 1 versus 4, this is going to be tough, but a flash coming up.
What? Bro,
Sam,
how does
what just happened?
How does Alex just push that flash himself? Not die. What? I'm actually triggered, bro. What the hell? My flashes don't do that. When I do that, I get shot.
That's what you call a deal with no eyes, no idea. That was a crazy round, but they managed to clutch it up. It's 6-3, a decent lead. Now moving on to this next round.
Bro, that was actually illegal. Actually. And the worst part is that Rolling Thunder came out and it did nothing. Scarium gets knocked off of boxes, but he's in a safe spot and his team are there to back him up. So it literally nets 0 results.
Neewook with a great kill there on Mango, shutting it down once again early. Dropping a teammate that early makes it very difficult for you to be able to push the site. You lose your confidence almost immediately. Pushing back now, Robo with the stinger in hand, managing to find the kill on Scarium. Alec trying to get the angle, beautiful headshot there onto Morgs. Alec pushing back. Getting a nice heal there on his own and making sure he's all topped up. Nice refresh for the next kill. Doka playing back. NoFear has the spike now. Doka did a good job of rotating around. He's holding it. SocksUp needs to get that spike. They planning their push, but they just don't have anything. 3 versus 4. Robo sneaking behind. Newok absolutely embarrasses him with the stinger from behind. Playing a little bit slower now. Players are dropping like flies. They need to think of a good play to go off. Trying to recover the bomb. Doka in a good spot though. Shutting that down nice and easily. Doka doing a great job rotating around, staying behind, watching that bomb for his team. But he's finding himself in a very scary place. Doka in a 1 versus 3. SocksUp pushing him, trying to get any information he can with his drone there. Drone getting taken down though. They're clearing out every possible site. They know where he is now. 14 seconds remaining. Doka just needs to stay alive. Doka, excuse me, I meant Robo that round. So much was happening. Great play.
Yeah, nice try there, but it's another round that NoFear do very well in. And again, it's that lack of flank watch. You got NoFear running it down from behind, getting control of Spike. And once they have control of Spike, for SocksUp to try and regain control, it's just so unlikely at that point. And Doka does a really good job of holding on to it as well. It comes down to just Robo, last one left alive. And, well, what can he do in that position? 7-3 here. 2 rounds left in the half and a very strong lead for NoFear.
SocksUp with the ultimate out, trying to push really quick, but Doka denying it nice and quickly, taking out Morgs, trying to find the second, but Two-Face managing to trade him off Cynics, getting that beautiful kill there on Scarium. It's now a 3 versus 3, 1 minute 20 seconds remaining on the clock. It started off very aggressive, but it looks like SocksUp ducking tail, trying to push back now, regroup, figure out what happened, what went wrong there. Because the push looked like it was on. Getting ready, Omen. Playing very close. Hey, this might be insane. He's up on the top. They might not know he's here. Trigger control. Look at the trigger control by him. Finding 1, finding 2. Oh, he doesn't find the second. Two-Face just quick enough to be able to react and save his remaining teammate. Smoke coming out. Breach utility trying to clear the site. But Anakin, good spot now to be able to take Two-Face, who's super low on HP. Flash coming over the top super quickly. Throwing the second. Maybe getting a little bit too aggressive, but Hypnos securing the round.
Those are some good flashes. It seemed a little chaotic, seemed a little confused, but doing a really good job of slowing down that last player, making sure they can't push in onto the site. Last round in the half. We're staring down the barrel of another 8-4 half if SocksUp can somehow win this round for themselves. Now, they do have a little bit to work with here. Listen, there's no Yoru on the board. I don't want to see that. Weapons online. 2 ultimates online, one of which being that lockdown. So, a lot of potential in that one.
Looks like SocksUp going to stay with that C push. They've had some early success, but not managed to able to stick through it. But Jet dashing up Morgs, are nice and high. Jumping around a little bit chaotic now, trying to find a pick. Decides to push through Hunter Fury, making it extremely hard for SocksUp. Finding one, tagging the others. Odin in hand. Killjoy, ultimate out, trying to push them off the side. But Odin going crazy. 3 kills to his name. Two-Face managing to take out Doka. Alec trying to push around Garage. Reset a little bit, take a bit of time. But Hypnos finding that beautiful frag there on Two-Face. But Two-Face. Oh, Robo getting taken up by Alec. Wow, it's just one after the other, Sam. It's just like puzzle pieces. They're just doing it so quickly.
That Odin spam was illegal. And the worst part is that, so while he's spamming through the box, Mango is trying to kill him through the box. And instead of, while his teammate is getting shot, swinging out and taking the shot, he's kind of relying on the cover and just doesn't work out. The spray is so good from my least favorite gun in the whole game, but it works. And, well, that's where that is. But chat, can we get some 9-3 curses in the chat?
Oh no, don't bring up the curse.
Do we think that's gonna happen, guys? Do we think it's a possibility? I would just like to say, for anyone who is interested, statistically speaking, it's a lie. It's not actually a thing, but it is fun. So we bring it up. We bring it up.
Yeah, NoFear definitely doing a good job of solidifying themselves as the reigning champions currently. But can they continue with what they're currently doing. A nice overlook there of that beautiful volcano as Niwok getting stunned out by the breach utility. Morg's pushing up really nice and fast here on the defensive side, deciding to tuck back. NoFear. First attacking round. They're trying to secure themselves. A couple of shots there through the smoke. Not finding, but getting so close. Trimming the hair of Robo. Robo holding the smoke extremely well. But NoFear sneaking up now onto C. Doing a good job of staying silent, staying undetected. All going together as a unit, as a tank. They're going to attack at once. But it looks like Omen and Killjoy are ready. They're holding that seaside really well. They didn't rotate off. As the recon dart comes over to try to collect any information, the push is about to start happening. Jet, Morg's pushing through very quick. Scorium trying to get that kill, but Mango taking him out. Beautiful, precise shots there. Two-Face through the box, and Mango just taking out Doka really quickly. Hypnos is alone in mid, trying to get one. Finding himself in a 1 versus 3. Only 33 seconds remaining on the clock. It looks almost unwinnable for him. How is he going to get onto site? How is he going to get that bomb down? I don't know. Jet doing a good job holding that bomb. Hypnos trying to sneak out of garage, but this angle's being held from everywhere. Finds one, but cannot find the second.
The util usage from SocksUp in that round was fantastic. The fault lines that were coming through, the flashes that were coming through, just constantly denying solid sight lines and chipping away at the NoFear players as they tried to execute onto the site. Really, really well played. And now, I love this. Double Marshall. In this round, in the second round, it is the most dangerous time to come up against a Marshall, because a one-shot headshot, if you don't have half armor, will kill you. You can get... Oh, look at that! Just what I was saying, man. One shot and he's down for the count. Marshall is busted in these rounds.
Trying to find the second. Just misses a shot as Utility's coming over, trying to flash himself away to try get safe. Mango doing a good job there with the Bulldog, trying to stop the push from happening. Niwok, knife in hand, looking a little bit confused, trying to get that kill with the Sheriff. He's stuck out, he's trapped now. His teammates pushing garage, a lonesome. Mango trying to frag up. Doesn't manage to get anything though, decides to push back. Cynics holding a good angle with the Bulldog, probably should find one here. A couple of tags, but he misses. Doesn't manage to get a Two-Face, taking out Niwok, who was in that mid all by himself. Mango still in a good spot, decides to throw out his nade. But Two-Face stealing that. Doka finding himself in a 1 versus 5, Sheriff in hand. Almost unwinnable. I don't know what he can do here in a situation, but please surprise me, Doka. Finding one, but getting taken out.
Now that round more or less as expected. Nice, fairly clean round, only losing one. This is where things might start to get a little bit spicy. That being said, so in the previous round, NoFear actually put a little bit of a force into it. They upgraded their pistols, which means that into this round, where they should have been able to buy rifles, they can't. And this is the mistake I see in my ranked games all the time. Guys, don't force in the second round if you win the pistol. Don't do it. Just don't. Don't force in the second round if you lose the pistol. Force in the second round, all right? Save your money. Save it.
NoFear deciding to do a bit of an economy buy here, but one of them is running a judge, trying to get close and personal. NoFear, Alex sending out that dog, trying to get as much info as he possibly can, but it looks like SocksUp are stacking that A site. They know they are ready for it. Alec flash coming up and Morg shutting that down nice and early into the round, making it a 5 versus 4. Hypno's getting stuck, but he has that shotgun, but just can't manage to get the shot out in time. Morg's jumping out and dashing, quickly getting away from that conflict. Mango doing a good job killing Doka there. Niwok all by himself once again. Sheriff, it's not much he can do, and Mango says no.
Clean, simple round once again. And again, you kind of expected it to go that way. Nothing really to work with in this round. No weapons available.
Sam, is a 9-6 curse real?
No.
The 9-3 curse.
There are no
scary.
curses. There are no curses, alright?
Let's hope.
Let's not turn Valorant into a horror movie, okay? None of that shenanigan here.
Getting ready, NoFear with their first buy round.
Coming up into an operator, though. Gonna have to be very careful for that. The op is posted on C, though.
Not ready yet.
So have a good chance if the A hit is what's gonna happen.
Take flight.
Robo about to send out his recon to try to see if he can see any of them pushing towards A, and he does in fact spot 3 of them sewers. He knows they're going to be coming now. Two-Face managing to get that kill with that Spectre. Beautiful gameplay as Newok trades that up though, gets revenge for his teammate Robo. Maybe in a good spot here. Maybe he's hidden enough that they won't see him. That Jet is there with the bomb. Omen right behind, but they push back. They decide that it's not worth it. They're going to try retake on another site.
Bro, the ego peaking in this game is unreal. Like, sure, okay, so Mango swings out and he gets one. Cool. He gets traded. Oh, sorry, not Mango. Who was it? It was one of the SocksUp players. Peeks out. Thank you, Two-Face. And instantly gets traded because, like, the paranoia was not in play yet. The timing on that was so bad. You just, like, ego it and then get shut down. Like, guys, timing. It's important.
Robo and Scorium just missing each other barely. Morgs with a very good kill there, just stopping them, but Alex trades that out. Robo trying to group back up, going with the flank. Scorium manages to find one from that mid-control. In a good position now to maybe sustain them, push them inside the garage. Robo is the last one alive. 1 versus 3, but Jet is extremely weak. This could be very possible for Robo, but the Sky Flash coming out. They know that Robo is there now. A couple of tags, making Alex a little bit scared to re-peek, but Omen's going to try help out his teammate, smoke it off, make sure he can't come. Robo just doing anything he can to try possibly make a play happen here, but Scorium flanking up behind. Scorium taking out Robo, the sneaky ninja, does it again.
The funniest part of that is that Robo was the flank, so we're like, flank watch, but then the flank gets flanked, and since he's only one player, there is no flank watch, there is only what's happening in front of you, and he gets caught out. And this is the thing, right? Like, you could look at that first trade and you go, oh, but it was a trade, it wasn't that bad, right? Like, he got his, yes, he got traded out, but he got one. Trades favor the attacking team. If you are 4v4, the attacking team is favored in that. So losing your life there after only getting 1 kill is not worth. It was a big mistake to come through. And of course, NoFear will take advantage. They hit double digits.
NoFear trying to get that mid control. Morgs holding the angle there, and Suez just misses a shot. Jet versus Jet, op versus op. Very intense, but they're both going to back off a little bit here. NoFear still holding that mid. Omen watching the garage as it looks like Sky and Jet want to trade weapons. Yes, Jet in fact taking the Vandal, passing it over to his teammate, Two-Face. Good position here in garage. Could possibly get Newok lurking through, because Newok's going to want to try clear it for his team now. Two-Face doing really good, being patient, getting ready if he might hear them coming through, but he gets smoked off. Decides to put his boom shock, that boom shakalaka, through the wall. Not managed to find anything. Scorium on another good flank here in mid. But he doesn't know that the Sober's coming from the right-hand side, as Doka with the Hunter Fury trying to clear off side gets a little bit of info. Robo, now judge in hand. He needs to try get up close and personal. Decides to push a little bit back. This is very scary because Scorium knows where he is now. Doing a good job as the Sky Flash comes out, but decides to hop away. They're doing really good, Sam, being able to know when to pick their sights and when to push back.
Well, they can't afford to take too long. Only 25 seconds left here. They're going to have to execute, and there is a heavy presence towards C.
Scorium getting ready for that dash. He dashes through the site, but Cynics repays that with a flash. Alec with a beautiful operator shot there on Cynics. They're dropping like flies. It's only a 1 versus 5 with the operator. There's not much he can do. You're trying to push back. Maybe go for the no-scope. He finds the no-scope. Morgs just showing off now a little bit. It might be unwinnable, but he definitely has a highlight reel there. Morgs deciding to push back and take that operator into the next round.
Yeah, it's a better idea. Just hold on to that weapon. And this is where things start to get a little bit stressful for SocksUp. Yes, they did manage to get 3 beautiful rounds in a row, but round 4, that's where things started to go against them. With NoFear managed to get weapons in their hands, and they have completely taken control of these last 2 rounds. And as we head into the next, that could put them on 11. And obviously there's gonna, oh, they should not be pushing this so aggressively, guys. Like, I get it, you don't want them to take the op, but okay, they only lose 1 player. It's not the end of the world. Money is gonna be a little bit of an issue now, however. And SocksUp gonna be feeling the heat.
NoFear definitely bringing the heat this round. mean,
Oh man,
just look how good Scorium and Two Face is doing right now. 19 kills, 13 deaths. They neck and neck, these two.
yeah. I love to see supportive players doing well, but yeah, it needs to be a little bit more of a step up from some of the players. And unfortunately, this force spy, this could be really detrimental. Oh, dueling blade storms back on the board here again, but Scarium, you see what's happening. Scarium is the one who has been coming up on top of these most times.
Whew, going for a huge flank. Robo and Killjoy trying to get a nice angle there, but they have very weak guns, so decide not to take the fight as NoFear knows where they are. Alec jumping that dog through, trying to get as much information as he can. Cynic's trying to push up close and personal with that stinger. Scorium going for the nice thing. Jet versus Jet. Knife versus knife. And Scorium takes the lead on that fight. Hypnos with a good angle there. Shuts down that rotate by Robo. Cynic's hiding now. Trying to manage to find anyone, maybe find a lurker coming through garage as Scorium gets that nice high angle up on top of the box. Doka with the recon dart. Just so much is happening, but so little time as bomb is ticking. But Sinks finding that kill with the stinger, but Niwook taking out Two Face, making it a 1 versus 3. Mango trying to clutch it up here for his team. It's very important that he does, as it's 11-6. He does want to make the move on to the next round, but that Killjoy blocking him out as Alex shuts him down.
Man, the ego pushing again. Like, why do 3 players just push Mango like that? Don't do that, bro. Like, you have the advantage. The spike has been planted. It's ticking away. He's got barely any time to do anything. Just hold the angles. You're constantly forcing yourself to have to reinvest round after round. And while currently it's not the biggest issue in the world, it is just a really odd habit to have. That being said, we're on match and series point here. And it looks like NoFear might just end up being the champions in this show match. Socks up. They're going to have to, well, pull their socks up.
I like that a lot, but SocksUp Morgs tries to do that, and he does. Taking out Niwook with a nice early frag there, making it very hard for NoFear to try get that W that they very much need. NoFear trying to finish it up, trying to get that pick, but he just misses, decides to push back. It looks like they're going to go for more of a garage attack here. They might be playing a little bit too aggressive. They want this match to end now. Mango doing a good job holding that garage, but pushing out now as he gets detected by the recon bolt. Scorium going for that kill. He's blood hungry, a shark in the water. Two Face holding a good angle here. He might try to get a couple of picks, but Hypno shuts him down. It's insane. 4 versus 4, like you said, match point. NoFear. They take this round, they take the game. Defender Killjoy takes no one, but Scorium with a beautiful shot there through the wall.
Cheeky. That had to be a pixel.
SocksUp Cynics maybe in a good spot here. They don't know he's there. Maybe a little bit shots too early, but managing to take out that Hypnos, but they do know where he is now. Alec trying to hunt him down. Phantom in hand, taking him out. Beautiful. No problems there. Robo, it is all on him. Eyes on Robo to clutch it up for his team, and Scorium says no.
There you have it, folks. Our friends at Reunion cement themselves as the best team in the SSA region. What a phenomenal performance here between these two teams. And it was kept relatively close, particularly on that second map. But it has to be said, right? First map was NoFear's pick, and they come through decisive. Second map, SocksUp pick. SocksUp do win it, but it's close. NoFear put up a massive, massive fight to get them so close to actually winning out the map. And then finally on Haven, a map that both teams should have been very comfortable on. It's another decisive win for the lads of NoFear. Very well done to both of our teams. And hopefully we'll have another show match soon. I'd like to see if SocksUp can get their revenge.
I agree. SocksUp definitely needs a redemption opportunity as they played extremely well that game, but NoFear, just like you said, just on top all the time, managing to play well, rotating well. Their synergy, their teamwork was just on top today.
Yeah, definitely felt like they had a bit of an advantage in that regard. And I think it's worth mentioning again. So we said this at the start of the broadcast, but they know each other incredibly well and there is a trust there. And not only that, they've been playing together as a team for years. They've been playing together from Counter-Strike days before Valorant became a thing. So this is a group of 4 players plus their friend who have been together for a very, very long time, who understand each other, who communicate well. And it's very clear to see that they put a lot of work into their play. So well done to them. A very, very much deserved win. But with the local servers only having just been released, and with local teams only now really having a reason to keep training, to keep improving, to put that effort into it day after day, we might just see some much needed improvement from our local teams.
Sam, I'm going to be honest with you. No fear. I just think maybe French callouts are better. That's how they won the game against SocksUp, as No Fear is a group of French players.
I mean, yes, they are. I don't know if what do you think that like the call outs are like more succinct or like
Maybe they're just more in depth. You know how the French are. They always make everything sound good. Their callouts just obviously sounded better than SocksUp that game.
that's of all the theories out there, that is certainly one of them. And yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching Valorant SSA. It was a first stream, and I was so lucky to join Nuri Mizuki.
Oh
Nori
my God,
Mizuki. I'm going to
bro.
get there eventually. Sam, thank you
Naori.
so much.
It's like now and then Naori.
Nauri. I'll
I am
try
not
get that.
seaweed.
Anyway, I had a lot of fun with you. Thank you so much, Sam. And guys, Mikey Z on Twitter to see if I cast again. And thank you, Nuri.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Remember to follow us and come join the Discord if you haven't already. We're always looking for more people to play with. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.